Hello guys, in this video I'm going to be talking about this website called Rent a Cyber Friend, and I'll be giving you my honest review whether it is actually legit or it is fake. Alright, so before we continue, make sure to subscribe to my channel, and if you're interested in making money online through websites and other online hustles, make sure to subscribe to this channel so that you can earn your first $1,000 in a month. So what Rent a Cyber Friend is all about is that you can get paid to talk to strangers, of course, people you do not know about. So you talk to them, you chat with them, and then they get to pay you. All right, and one thing I realized is that you can set your own rate. There are people who set up to about $3, $4, $5 on this platform. All right, but you need to understand that before you do this, but before you start doing this, there are some things you should know about. All right, you need to be sure of the amount you are going to set that people can actually afford to pay. So you set your own rate. So what happens is that they actually call you for advice, and also for motivation, and a lot of things on this website that people can actually call you for. Right, of course, it is actually sounding very, very easy, but it's not really that easy. Not like the way people make it sound like. All right, so I'm going to be realistic with you. From what I've seen, many people that actually come to this website to do some task or chat with people, they don't actually make money. So that is what I've seen realistically. Now, it is not like you just sign up and then you start to make money. So remember that even when you have signed up, you still have to wait, all right, for people to contact you. All right, so the truth is there are actually people that are making money, but not the majority of people. Okay, so like only a few of the people that come to do tasks here, they are the ones that actually make money. Now, another thing you need to understand is that the people you are chatting with, they are strangers. So you have to be very, very patient. If you are opportuned maybe to find a particular task, find somebody to chat with, you need to understand that some people might just make some requests that are very, very strange. Right, that's why they say talk with strangers. So you need to be able to deal with that also. And also, if you are a girl, you also need to be very, very careful with these people that are asking for requests or that are making requests. Remember, this is not a safe controlled environment. Remember, it's just some kind of random people from the internet. So that is one thing you should be aware of. So if you're a lady that wants to do a task here, okay, another thing you also need to know that even if you're able to get a job here, the income is not a stable one. All right, many people make little money. Some people make maybe a cent, dollar, and all that. So they make little amount of money here. So you might spend hours and also you might not even earn anything. Sorry, I'm just being realistic here. I don't want to make it hypey. All right, so if it works, fine, but if it doesn't, just know that you've wasted your time. Okay, but personally, I won't rely on this, so I will have to find other ways to actually earn money online. But if you are somebody who is patient enough, maybe to wait till maybe somebody contacts you to start chatting with them, but you can actually do that. But honestly speaking, I would not actually rely on this. So make sure to try it, treat it like an experiment, all right? Not actually a business, because it's not actually a business. So there are other better ways that you can make money online, far, far more than this, like what I do. Like I said, if you're interested, make sure to subscribe. And then I share tips on how to make legit money online. I'm going to be real with you, all right? The platform is actually legit, but note that it is not reliable. Okay, so it works for some people, but for the most people, it does not work at all. There are a lot of people that go there, more like you then waste the time. You can't even get anybody to chat with. So if you are somebody who is actually patient enough, who knows, you might be lucky to get maybe one or two. All right, even more than that. But everything they say is patience. So you just have to test it, make it more like an experiment. Okay. So, and also don't go with a very, very high expectations that like I'm coming to chat with people and make money, because it's very competitive. There are other people who have been there for years, all right, so that have also built up their profile. So remember, you also need to build up your profile so that people can also trust you. So that's it. So this is my honest review about Rent a Cyber Friend. So if you still feel it's something you want to try out, then you can try it out. But if it's not, then there are other ways, good ways you can actually make money from my own experience. All right, there's a lot of review, about it. Somebody said, I was really happy when I discovered Rental Cyber Friend. I actually found this app on TikTok, got curious and decided to sign up, and it turned out to be real and worth it.